Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to the first episode of Season 2 of Myth Mythios. My name is Josh. I use he, him pronouns, and as you can see, I am joined by some very lovely people around me. There is somebody missing though, but we'll go over that in a moment. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves now, starting with Nat.
Hello, hi, I am Nat. I use she, her pronouns. I am returning from Season 1 of Myths and Mythios. Playing, last season you knew her as Phig. Maybe at some point you'll know her as Phig again, but for now, she's Tisiphone the Unfallen, and she uses she, her pronouns as well. What else do you want to know? She's a fighter.
Yeah, go over class and things. We all know she's human, so that's fine.
Yeah, yes, human. We're in ancient Greece, so she's an ancient Greek human. What they call it? I was going to say arcane fighter. That's not what it is. Eldritch Knight of Athena, and she'll usually be hanging around with a little owl called Glaukopis.
A name that I will get wrong.
Glauks.
60%.
You can call him Glauks.
I called him Glock at one point.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Which actually comes in handy with the next person who we have with us today, who might be able to make a clock, potentially. I don't know.
Ancient Greece, don't be ridiculous.
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Tallia.
Hello, my name is Tallia. I am a guest star for this season, I guess.
Definitely a star.
Hey. Yes, she, her pronouns. I am playing Eudora. Also she, her. She is an artificer. I don't know how much more to say.
That's fine. Artificer is going to be a very interesting thing to explore in ancient Greece, so it's going to be fun. So, yes, thank you very much. As I said, Myth Mythios is our sort of take on ancient Greek myth. So, if you think you know a myth, I've probably taken it and twisted it and thrown it in a completely different direction. Go watch season 1 to see what I mean by that. Anyway. Before we get into tonight's session, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters that we'd like to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice, which Nat is lovingly displaying right there, thank you. And if you use the code Roll Together, all caps, at checkout, you can get 25% off your purchase. We are also proud to be supported and we are also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a father and son duo who make some really cool TTRPG supplement books, including the Wandering Tavern and the Scorched Basin, which at the time of recording this is going to be going on Kickstarter soon. So by the time this releases, it might be on Kickstarter or already out. Go check those out in the links in the description below to have a look. And if you use, again, Roll Together at checkout, if you want to purchase any of that stuff, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Don't know if you heard that, but my stomach just went blah, 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 blah.
A little bit.
Anyway, massive thank you to the D20 Club and Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom because he's currently in the underworld. So,
Undead goats.
Undead goats for various different reasons. You can get early access to awesome content like this. If you're on the Patreon, you can get this weeks before everybody else gets it on YouTube. So come and join. We just had Scum of Villainy Season 1 play on there as well. There's potential work ideas and suggestions and things for Season 2 of that. And there's other content that's going to be coming as well. We also have monthly games that come out on the first of every month. So go and check those out. And with all of that, we are going to dive into tonight's session. We will be coming into this season back in the small little town of Erithos, which is, I believe, quite close to Athens. It's just over the sea, over the little stretch of Mediterranean Sea that there is from Athens, closer to Sparta than anywhere. We're still in the period of the Spartan and Athenian War, although there's been lots of reports recently of soldiers going missing from those battles and a lot of bodies going missing from those battles as well. So, I mean, don't know what that might be about. Go watch season 1 and at the beginning part of season 1.
We know exactly what that's about. That's going to be a huge problem, surely.
There's not an undead army being built somewhere, surely. Anyway, we're coming to these characters who are in the town of Erithos And after Phig returned to the Grove from at the end of season 1 with Lucas, Lucas was shouting Phig's praises and calling Phig the Griffin Slayer. And during the 6 months, you have been provided with not only a house for you and Theo to live in, but also a brand new cart which has been handmade by Lucas himself.
Holy
Corinna,
moly, that's expensive.
very expensive, but he's given it to you free of charge because you saved his life, and most of his workforce's life as well. Some of them, as we know, got killed or turned, but you saved his life. You brought him back to his daughter Phoebe, who is sweet on Theo, and life has been pretty easy, pretty nice for the past 6 months. Oh,
Has it?
I should say there is one extra little thing on one of the boats that come across, the boat that in season 1 that took the entire season to get there and never arrived, that sunk. That got destroyed by the storms. Great. So any Athenian soldiers that were on it, you don't have to worry about those anymore.
Okay.
But
is what's his chops? Is Sponder still the same old Sponder?
Sponder is still in charge of the town, still the mayor, still a dick, still doesn't offer anybody bread when they enter into his home. Hasn't really given you much in terms of jobs, though. He's become a bit more... The biggest change with him is that he's become a bit more recluse, and a lot of the jobs that you've been getting now have been coming from Corinna instead, and a lot of people have been going to her, and Sponder's been sort of left in his manor, his villa at the top of the town. So
I think that's okay.
Yeah, people seem to be a lot happier about it. Bo, his bodyguard, comes down into the town quite a lot now, actually, and just sort of mills around as if he's got nothing to do because Sponder keeps sending him away. And the cooks and things that used to work in his villa now work in the Erithos tavern. So it seems that he's gotten rid of all of his staff and has just sort of boarded the doors. But yeah. About a month ago, though, because 6 months have passed since the end of season 1, but about a month ago, a new shipment arrived from Athens, and it carried all the usual trade goods, and there were a couple of soldiers on the ship, but they were more looking to join up with other forces, so they didn't even stay in the town. They just sort of went straight off and went to go join a frontline battle that was happening about 100 miles to the... thinking of math, to the west, another fight with the Spartans. There was one figure on that boat that stuck around for quite a while. Tallia, would you like to introduce us to your character and give us a description for what they look like, and then the hero thought will appear?
Hello, my name is Eudora. It's very nice to meet you. Yes, so... Eudora's tall and slightly gangly. This is pale like a burn and red like a wound. Essentially, is what I describe it. She's got very pale skin, but she's got burn marks on her arms, across her chest. Her hair is it's dark at the roots, but it's becoming very red around the edges of it, and that burnish sheen there. She looks kind of lost. Calluses on her hands, though. She knows how to handle some tools through that. But she's trying to not necessarily make too much of a presence there, except for when she sees something obviously in need of repair or something dangerous, and she's just trying to discreetly fix it in the corner. Simple robes, carries her bag with her with a variety of tools. Some kind of like a strange glow on it sometimes that she keeps kind of hidden underneath. And she had a little money and absolutely nowhere to stay, or no one to know who was trustworthy in this new area. She just knows that she needs to be not where she was.
think one of the first characters that you bump into as you're wandering around the town, you walk past what looks to be like a general store area. You can see a couple of people going in and out, going in empty-handed, coming out with loaves of bread, various different vials of medicines and flowers and all of that sort of stuff. And there's a stable attached to it. And you can see that there's a beautifully designed cart, which I'll get Nat to come up with how that looks in a moment. So have a think on that, Nat. And there is a beautiful brown horse. Calliope brown?
It's not Calliope.
Oh, it's not Calliope. Which one was
It's
it?
Hippolyta, and she's black.
Okay. Black. A beautiful black horse. And you just hear a sound that you've heard quite a lot, which is like the twanging of metal. And you hear blast it. Oh, I broke another one. Oh, Tisephane's going to be so mad at me. I haven't got the coin to go fix and get another hammer. And you can see sat in the middle of the pen with a tree stump that's been put in place, sort of hammering away at what looks to be a horseshoe, is a young boy, quite tanned of skin, wearing the usual sort of Grecian common clothing, but his skin is definitely too dark for this area. He was more olive coloured, and he's just looking around, black sort of curly fuzzy hair that's sort of tied up into a top knot bun, and he's just looking around. He's trying to sort of wade through the mud as he's trying to pick up pieces of what looks to be a basic hammer that have broken.
Are you okay?
Oh, sorry, I've broken a hammer. I'm trying to mend some of the horseshoes, and so I can fit them onto our horse. So, sorry, I'm sorry for my language. Theo's my name. Have you just come on the boat?
And Eudora.
Eudora, that's a nice name. Did you come from Athens?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, cool. What's it like over there? I haven't actually been.
Very busy.
Oh, good. That's good. I'm hoping my friend will take me there one day. But we've got important work that we need to be doing here first. Sorry, I'm waffling on. I can recommend some nice places for you to stay if you're looking for somewhere to stay.
Absolutely. Can you mend? Sorry. Can you mend the hammer, or do you need some?
No, as he sort of pulls his hand out of the mud, you can see as he sort of dusts some of it off, you can see there's the broken head. He's pretty much cleaved the hammerhead in two, as if it's been slit with a knife somehow.
The metal bit or the haft?
The metal bit. He's
What?
actually broken the metal bit.
How?
Secrets. But yeah, it's really rotten and sort of rusted wood, metal, sorry, as he sort of presents it to you. And he's like, I've had this hammer for quite a while. And if you give it a closer inspection, you can see where it has been welded at points in the past and stuff. So a lot of weak points have been made in it over the years that he's had it, but it is incredibly rusty as well. I haven't got the money to be able to actually go get this fixed, so I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to probably use a wooden one. That's going to take ages, though. I'm going to have to go through a few of them.
Do you have a forge?
Not here. No, we don't have a forge in the town. No.
Heat source?
Sorry.
Any heat source?
Yeah, we can. We've got our host here, Corinna. She has a bakery, a large furnace that she uses to cook all of her breads and stuff. Every now and then we heat some metals and things on the inside when we want to. She uses the word sterilize some implements and stuff, so that gets them quite hot.
Yeah, I mean, I was skilled at. If you're offering me somewhere to stay, you seem trustworthy. So if you're offering me somewhere to stay, then the least I could do is help in return.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. I can definitely point you in the direction of somewhere nice to stay. You may have to pay a little bit of money for it, but I can get you a discount if that's okay. Yeah.
Fine, currently I have nowhere.
Okay, well, come with me and I'll take you inside. So Theo sort of gets up, and you can see he's actually quite tall now that he's grown in 6 months. He's actually quite tall now, probably standing closer to the 6 foot mark. He sort of lets his hair down now that he's not closer to the mud, and you can see it goes down to about shoulder length, and it's all curly and wavy and everything. And he looks around, picks up a satchel that's hanging on a hook and swings that over himself, and you can see he picks up a scabbard that's got a strangely shaped sword inside of it, and he puts that onto his side. He's like, right, well, it's literally just that building right there next to the stable, so if you want to follow me, we can go and speak to Corinna, her name is. Okay, awesome. And he'll walk out and he'll lead you round. While that's happening, Phig, where would you be and what would you be doing at this point?
To Symphony. And
I'm going to keep saying Phig, but to Symphony.
What time of day is it?
The ship generally comes in just before lunchtime. Or, yeah, just before the midday meal.
So if it's about midday now, I think Phig is still in bed with a hangover, cross that Theo is banging.
Yeah, this is the problem with the town being as small as it is. Any sort of hammering or anything that's done, wood being cut in the woodcutters, drinks and cheers happening from the tavern and all that can be heard all over the place, which is why there are a lot of rumours going around at the moment, or have been going around for the past 6 months, of the Harpy Slayer. From about 6 or 7 months ago, somebody slayed some harpies that were in the area and made a racket doing it.
And so they should pay due respect when that Harpy Slayer is trying to get some sleep after doing all the work for the town.
Yeah. A lot of people don't normally bother you, although you do know whenever you wake up and you look outside, if Theo hasn't already brought it in, there's normally fresh bread and fresh goat's milk that is provided for you every morning, free of charge by the townsfolk. Well, free of charge to you. Lucas is the one that's footing the bill for it because he is indebted to you.
Do I know that he's facilitating that?
Roll me an investigation check or an insight check.
Yeah, it's
your choice.
Gonna be investigation. It's an 18.
18. I reckon it's been 6 months, so I reckon after the first month you caught onto it.
Yeah. So I think what happens is Lucas is the one that's footing the bill for all of the like bread and fruit and all that and milk to be delivered. But what actually happens is like there'll be some kind of equivalent exchange that Tisiphone is doing. So there'll be like missions for the town done during the day. If it's got to start early, then she will. But otherwise, like it'll be afternoon. She'll do stuff for the town, and then evenings she'll split her time. She'll like be at the tavern, and then any coin that she's earned will be spent either in the tavern, making sure Theo's got everything he needs, like all the basics, like hoofing the horse singular, and all that kind of thing. But then we'll also be going around to like, I don't know, like she's not very good at fixing things or doing anything up, but like if there's anyone like lurking around Lucas's, like in particular, like Lucas's place is safe, right? It is protected. Or like if any stray animals come and knock his logs free, then they'll be sorted by the morning and that kind of thing. Like, she's not turned into Batman, don't be silly, but she mostly works at night. Mostly.
I'm Batwoman.
But there's never any acknowledgement, there's never any, like, she's perfectly polite, and we'll still smile at Lucas and that kind of thing, but like there's no like cheery popping round to see how he's doing or anything like that. It's just if she sees him, acknowledgement. And the same with most of the rest of the town, and the same with Corinna as well, I think.
Yeah. So you wake up midday, go downstairs. You can see that Theo has already bought the fresh fruit and bread and everything in. It's always enough just for the two of you. There's never any excess stuff. And you can see on the sort of table that you've got, yes, this is ancient Greece, but the ancient Greeks were a technical marvel, and they came up with the idea of an open plan kitchen long before we did. So there is
the whole house was open plan at that point.
to be true, but there is an island in the sort of cooking area as well.
Sure.
So we're going to do that. There's technology or architectural ideas that were lost to time and rediscovered. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you can see this island with the bread and everything on it. The bread has been sliced perfectly, and it's been portioned out between the pair of you. Theo
I don't think bread was sliced ahead of time at that point, Josh, because it goes very stale very quick.
That is
You just
very
slice
true.
off what you needed.
Yeah, so it wasn't sliced. Thank you for the correction. It has been sliced, and it's been covered over so it keeps. But you can see that Theo has had some breakfast or something before he's left in the morning, and you can see that he's taken some of the berries that have been there, and that were provided as well, and he's eaten some of those. But the thing that catches your eye the most is there is a sort of parchment on the table. You know that since you've been back and you've had a little bit more coin to your name, that Theo has been requesting a particular type of writing implement, like paper, basically, from Athens that's been imported from his homeland, so papyrus. And he's been using it to write things down. And you just catch... Well, it's not that you just catch, because it's there in plain view. And there is a paragraph or a block of a poem written down, and it just says, "There was a heroic calling, the people called her unfallen, wields mighty spear, fighting all and near, she was true and brave, the poet she did save, fights what is right with weapon bright." Gallon.
Just kind of picks it up and stares at it for a minute.
You
Theo?
get no answer, but you do get that scratching feeling that you get when you're like, I've seen this somewhere before, but I can't quite place it.
Drops it down, grabs the chunk of bread, doesn't slice it nicely, just grabs a chunk of it, and then goes looking for, do we have any wine?
Yeah, you go looking for some wine and you feel something wet on your face. And you see that a tear is uncontrollably falling down your face.
Smudge it off. Do we have any wine that I've not drunk yet?
No, there's a lot of empty bottles. Wine is something that is not provided for you.
Just kind of picks one up and just sort of chucks it down again, goes to the fireplace, grabs the coals and the charcoal, and does her usual, doesn't go out into town without the Tisiphone makeup on anymore. So kind of gets that on. And then sort of looks outside. How sunny is the day?
There's a slight overcast outside, but it's nice enough. It's warm enough.
All right. I think if it was too sunny, she probably would have just gone back to bed. But as it's overcast, she will start to head out into town to see if there's anything on the notice board or anything like that needs doing.
Yeah. There's nothing on the notice board itself, but you know that if there isn't anything on the board, that Corinna will normally have a more private job for you to do. Notice board is generally for anybody. Could be for you, could be for anybody who's coming through the town. But Corinna likes to save the good jobs for you.
We'll probably head to hers anyway, because I think Corinna probably knows full well at this point that Phig will be a regular customer for her hangover cures.
You begin making your way towards Corinna's store for your regular hangover cure. As we now flick back to Eudora, who you have entered into Corinna's shop with Theo, and you can see that it's like walking into any, fantasy-based store. There are shelves filled with various different plants and supplies like breads. There's a whole bakery section that's got fresh breads and everything with covers and stuff, like cloth covers over them to keep them well preserved and things. There's a counter. You can see there's a pedestal mortar, which looks like it's something has recently just been freshly grounded in it and poured into something. And out the back, you can see a little bit of smoke billowing, there we go, out of the back room, as that would be where the furnace is for the baking. And you can see stood behind the counter with her back to you currently is a woman probably in her 40s, maybe 50s, with, I think I described her with brown hair, but she's got it plaited at the moment, and she's wearing a lot of greenery on her, sort of like a green Greek toga, and lots of leaves and things. For anybody who doesn't know, she's actually a dryad, but not many people know this. And she turns around, hearing the sort of braids on the door as you walk in. Oh, Theo, it's good to see you. Hello, welcome to my shop. My name is Corinna. How can I help you?
Hello, my name is Eudora. I've just arrived in this town. This fine young gentleman offered to help me find a place to stay, and I offered to help him with a tool trouble he was having as payment for his aid.
Did you break your hammer again? Yeah, I broke the hammer again. I hit the hoof at just the wrong angle, and it caused it to snap. I know I need to get a new one, but I'm saving up for it out of my own money because I don't want to ask Tiffany to help. All right, okay. Well, I've got some cleaning jobs that need to be done outside. I've got some weeds that need pulling and things, so I can give you a couple of drachmae for that. But so what is it you were wanting Eudora to?
Oh, I was going to help prepare the hammer.
Okay, what do you need to help?
Just the fire.
I've got a hot sort of oven back there that I use to cook the bread. Sometimes we sterilise some of our implements for medical procedures and things. So please feel free to go and have a go at that. I've got no bread in there at the moment, so just give it a clean once you're done, please.
Is there a stone to hammer on? Something not like a hard stone rather than a soft?
I've got a hard stone out there that you can use. I normally use it to be honest, just to put the bread on while it's cooling down. But yeah, you're more than welcome to use it. As I said, just clean it down once you're done.
Thank you.
And she sort of opens the latch and things so you can get out, as you can go through the serving area and get into the kitchen area. Theo leads you through. One thing you did notice is as soon as Theo entered or goes into this area, his weapon is straight off of his side and it's hung up on a hook on behind the counter. So he had it on while he was in the shop, but as a sign of respect to Corinna, he takes it off and hangs it up, and he leads you through.
Is this place? If you feel no need to be armed, is this a safe haven?
Yeah, Corinna's one of the best people I've ever met, other than my friend Tiffany. Two of the best people I've ever met. Always, Corinna put us up when we were at our most vulnerable. She helped us, gave us a roof over our heads, as much as she could, and helped us find various jobs around the town and things. Tiffany and I now live in a house, and I personally have Corinna to thank for all of that. She's been wonderful for it to us. So yes, she's definitely one of the most trustworthy people here.
Wonderful. That's good. Thank you. Yeah. May I have it, the hammer?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, it's still a bit dirty because I still got a little bit of manure and mud on it. But here you go.
I'm just going to clean it. With a rag, it comes out, though, cleaner than you'd expect. With a little touch of just precipitation on it.
Oh, wow.
He just thinks I've been very good at using a rag. I think I'm very good at using a rag.
Oh, wow. It's really cool. Reminds me of something. Anyway, yeah. Do you need me here for anything, or can I watch? Actually, I'm actually quite interested.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. If there's anything that you need me to hand you, any tools or anything, I'm more than happy to do that.
And I'm going to pull out my own hammer from my side, which is kind of like, it looks both extremely old and extremely new at the same time. Kind of the handle is carved in variety of like godly symbols, mostly Hephaestus and Apollo and Helios on it. This is also my arcane focus rod. It's my little hammer.
His eyes go wide at that. That is so cool. I've only ever seen one other hammer that looked as cool as a forging hammer that looked as cool as that. That was a new friend, a relatively new friend. I haven't seen him for a little while, but yeah, he was really cool, really good at forging things. He actually gave me the sword that I have.
Fantastic! I would love to meet him.
Yeah, maybe one day. Looks a bit sheepish at that as you hear the beads. As Tisiphone, you walk into the shop and you can hear outside Corinna.
Morning, Theo. Well, afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What are you... it doesn't matter. Corinna here.
Yep. Oh, hello, Tisiphone. Yep, I'm here. Sorry, Theo's just doing some stuff with a new customer. Maybe you should introduce. Oh yeah, hi Tisiphone. Yes. This is Eudora. Is helping me out with a slight problem that I have.
Did you break your hammer again?
Maybe.
Well, thank you for helping him. For Eudora, I realised I didn't actually describe. Tisiphone is she's quite tall. I think like 5'9", which is quite tall for the time. Wiry young woman, light olivey skin, dark brown hair, sort of back in a plait. Obviously has the sort of the charcoal sort of streaks over the face, brown eyes. He's wearing sort of leather chest piece over the top of her tunica, which is sort of blue, got little bits of the sort of like the Greek geometric squiggle around the edges of it. Feel like the tunica, the bits that you can see feel very Athenian in style. And yeah, so has chest plate, has shield and spear on her back, but doesn't really look like she should be strong enough to be someone who fights in that way. Like, arms quite weedy. And as she turns around to kind of look at Corinna, you catch the shield has got sort of owl symbology on it, so looks very Athena coded.
Would you say the scar, not the scar, would you say the shield was scarred by the griffin and is something that you've not had repaired yet?
Probably, yeah. It's probably been scuffed up a bit.
Yeah, so there's a big 3-claw scratch mark going down one half of the shield, kind of cutting through some of the metal iconography of the owl, of the owl's face, probably chipped part of the beak off and it's gone across one of the eyes, but looks well used and very, very, very well made.
So she'll just say to you, well, thanks for helping, and then just sort of turns to Corinna as if like, well, that's nice, Theo's helping someone, he does that all the time, I don't care.
Yeah, that's fair. And Corinna's like, so Tisiphone, what can I do for you today?
I will take the usual, please.
Yep, I've just prepared a batch for you, so here you go. And she plops it onto the counter and slides that across. I'll add that to your tab for the end of the month.
Thank you. And
Fine.
speaking of that, do you have anything for me to help me mitigate some of the cost? Any jobs?
I do have one job that's come in. It might be... It's a bit more risky than other jobs that I've had for you, so...
It's been a quiet few weeks, so why not?
I've had some reports of an Athenian patrol that has gone missing. Not too far from here, probably about 2 days travel. 2 days travel to the east.
Please remind me. It's been a while, Josh. Which direction was the Dryad's Grove?
That's to the west, and it's 3 days travel.
3 days to the west.
East is closer towards the...
Towards Athens.
Yeah, but east is closer towards the battlefield that you were in the very first episode.
Yeah. Which I do have memory of going to.
Yes, but you were on your own.
Yeah.
It conjures your memory anyway.
So in response to that would be like the same place.
The same place you reported, yes, but when they sent some guards, a small section from the army there before, and they didn't find anything, not even any bodies. So a patrol was sent there as standard, just to see if any Spartans had come up on the beach, and they've not been seen since. So I need to send some people in, and a lot of the other adventurer types that come in here are not interested in that, but I know you know the area quite well.
Yeah. All right then. I'm not convinced it's, well... I was worried about the clocks, Eudora, on the side. I was worried about what I found there last time, but it didn't seem to make its way here in the end, so maybe it is worth going to check out again. All right, thank you.
There's a 10 drachmae reward for any information found on the missing people. Report back to me, and then I can send word to the guard post. I have plenty of birds and things that I can send for that sort of thing, so it'll get there quicker than sending you to them.
Who did the missive come from a direct contact of yours, or just something you heard on the wind?
A direct contact of mine, Sergeant Gavel.
Gavel?
Gavel, yeah. Strange name.
Very un-Greek name.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, there's just a little sort of visible, not relaxation, she's never relaxed now, but like just a sort of acknowledgement of like, okay, good, it's a safe name because I don't recognise it, that's fine. Right, yeah, Theo, let me know when you're done. We've got travelling to do. Is Hippolyta all suited up and ready to go?
I just got one more hoof to finish bashing out, and then I can stick that on and then ready to go, yeah.
All right. Well,
just about done. I was going to say, if you're turning around to talk to Theo, that you might see, and I don't know, that Eudora's doing all of the tools of a trained smith or tinkerer, but from the hammer, there's a bit of a glow from those symbols. She's casting mending on this.
Can I ask, what is? You might have mentioned it before, and I've immediately forgotten. So sorry. What is Eudora wearing? Because you're currently dressed in white. Is she also wearing white?
I think so. Yes. It's everything's extremely clean. She's made no mess whatsoever. Right, she looks like a very prim and proper Athenian.
Yeah.
In white.
Would you say almost noble looking?
You wouldn't expect a noble to maybe be quite as burnt as she is, but or maybe quite as shy, but she looks like someone who may have been or noble adjacent at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Just how neat everything is.
Fig will just sort of, watch you finish. To Tiffany will watch you finish.
Okay. And we're done.
Oh, that looks even better than normal. That looks brilliant. Thank you. Oh, right. I will go speak to Chloe at the local tavern. She's the tavern owner, and I will get a room set up for you. As I said, there will be a small charge, but it won't be normal rate. I'll get you a discounted rate for it. Awesome. Right. I'm going to go and get the hoof fitted, and then I'm going to go sort that out, and then I'll be ready to go to Tiffany. Okay.
Sure thing, I'll see you back at the home.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. And he runs out of the shop. You stand there for a second because you know what's about to happen. He comes running back in, grabs his sword, puts it on
she grabs it and holds it out for him.
He's like, sorry, thanks, thank you. Hooks it onto his side and goes to run out and sort of catches the sword on the side. He's been practicing. You two have been practicing and training together. He still hasn't, because it's still quite. It's a Kopesh sword, so it's quite large. And he, although he is almost 6 foot tall, so should be able to wield it quite easily. He's not. He's a bit like you, Tiffany. He's a bit sort of gangly in the arms, so he does have a bit of a problem with, and he's not used to having a large weapon on his side, so it sort of flails around a little bit, so it bashes into the side as he runs out, but he goes off and finishes his jobs, leaving you two and Corinna in the shop on your own.
You're very, good at what you do, by the looks of it.
We said I've had a gift.
And brave in your fancy whites.
Done it enough times, you know how to not make a mess on yourself. Especially if you don't have that many clothes to change into.
You new in town?
Arrived today.
And your intentions here are?
And somewhere to sleep the night. Something to eat.
And then?
And somewhere that will have me. Maybe here.
All right. Have a good day.
I can fix your shield if you want.
There's very few people who can do that. It's, special.
If you don't want me to, that's perfectly fine, but if you'd let me, I can. It looks like you've been through a struggle, and if I can do anything that would make a friend of Theo and kind of help, if I can help.
Kind of looks you up and down. Takes the shield off.
Just trying to. I mean, I wasn't anticipating it being magic, yeah. So is there any check that I can do before I start doing things to it?
The actual shield itself is not a magic item. It's just it's been created magically. Oh no, it's a +1.
Aerodrome rules. It's +1, but it's not magical. It's finally made. But I will also jump in and say there that the regular, there is a blacksmith who normally comes over on the boats. Enor, his name is, and he has had a look at your shield in the past and has been like, there's nothing I can do with that, sorry. It's too badly damaged. So the fact that there is another potential blacksmith who you've seen do some impressive work with the hammer that says that they might be able to repair the scarring on your shield.
Oh, that's why she's intrigued. Yeah. That's why she's giving Eudora a go.
I'm just going to feel my hand after looking at you for permission around the shield and the embossment, and kind of nod to herself. Stick her own hammer in the fire for the heat. And then just start kind of using that to kind of essentially like heat up and mold the edges of the scarring. And again, as she's kind of hammering away, mending is being cast.
As you're doing this, a much wider surface than the small little dinky hammer that you just repaired for Theo. So there's a bit, as you smash down, there are some small sparks that begin to fly off, but they don't set a fire to anything around or anything like that. But as these orange sparks begin to fly off, you begin to notice, to Tiffany and Eudora, and even Corinna will notice this, as for every strike and every set of sparks that come off orange, another strikes again, and then there's one spark that's purple, and then another spark that's purple, until the sparks, as you keep hitting into it to meld it into shape, are just purple as they are flying off instead of orange.
Who do you pray to?
But me? Growing up, it was Hephaestus. Still him, but also Helios. And Apollo from time to time, but mostly Hephaestus and Helios.
Huh. Well, Athena is with you now.
Moment. Dora's not entirely sure how literal to take that. I'm just going. Thank you.
Is it done? Can fix? Can Tiffany see?
Yes, it is fully fixed. In fact, Eudora, it is fixed in a way that you weren't expecting. You were thinking that there was going to be like a little thin line as you've sort of mended it together, there would be like a thin line from the scratches. Completely, all of it is gone. It is a brand new shield.
Wiping her hand, the symbols that were on the handle of the hammer have kind of like slightly burnt themselves into her hand, but then kind of very quickly start fading away again.
Huh. This town could use a blacksmith.
I mean, that was some very impressive work. Yes, I mean, I agree with you, Tiffany. We could definitely do with somebody like that. In fact, I don't know about you, but how do you feel about earning some drachmae while you're here, Eudora?
If there's anything I can do, if you'd like me to stay.
Well, I've just given my friend here a quest, as it were, to go and search for some missing Athenian soldiers. They could be in all types of different trouble. They might have broken equipment that you might be able to repair. Maybe.
Corinne, it's going to be too dangerous for her, surely.
Not with you there, I don't think it will be. And Theo will be going with you as well. So, you know, if you find there's a danger zone, maybe the two of them don't go in there and you go in. Or, I mean, it's up to you how you decide to do things. But I think maybe a new ally that could help if anything needs repairing on the patrol might be good.
Can I do an insight check on Eudora? How does she feel about being sent into what has been described as a danger zone and a potential battlefield situation? Well, that was a nat 1 for a 2, never mind.
Do you look ecstatic or do you look a bit concerned? What you can come across any way that you want to Tiffany.
She looks concerned, but to be fair, she hasn't looked anything but vaguely concerned at all. I don't want to get in the way, and also Theo was going to point me to somewhere to sleep.
You don't have to pay for somewhere to sleep. You can stay with us.
Then I'm happy to help.
Very well. Can you help a little less loudly?
I'm sorry. If there is danger, I am not necessarily the most physically proficient at combat.
Noted. Well, if you think this is I think this is a terrible idea, Corinna. But if you are going to pay extra, if Eudora comes along, then she can come along and stay at the back.
I'm good at shields and, like, making people go away. And I can fix people if they're injured, so maybe just I can be at the back if...
How do you make people go away?
I have a button on this, and it just kind of, it's very loud, and people don't like it.
Huh. You make all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, let's thank you, Corinna. Can I take a couple of those little bottles of the cure, the hangover cure? Can I take a couple of those for the road?
Yes. I'll also add those to your tab, which will be due when you come back. So I'll take that out of the track meet that I pay you at the end.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll catch you in a few days then.
I'll see you in a few days. Good luck, pair of you.
Keep Sponder under control while we're gone.
He's not been seen for a little while, but yeah.
Is that something that we have had a discussion about? Is that a problem, or is that like? I mean, I think Tisiphone would have been too in the mopes to properly dig into it. But is Corinna concerned about it at all?
Roll me an insight check.
Yeah,
Please.
it's gone well so far. Okay, well that one was a nat 20 for a 21.
Nobody has been concerned about the fact that Sponder's not been around, except for Corinna.
Mm-hmm.
She's told a little white lie to people that she has been in contact with him, and he hears his orders for what people need to be doing around the town and all of that sort of stuff. But it's actually just been her trying to keep the town afloat. So there is definitely concern in her voice, but yeah, she's not approached anybody about it.
I don't think now is the time that Tisiphone would have brought it up. I think we would have had a talk about it previously if we were going to have had a talk about it. So does that nat 20 sort of apply retroactively?
It's been more of a concern in the past week.
Yeah. Is that something we could have had a talk about previously? And what specifically, does she think he's not even there?
She's afraid that he's either not there or he is there, but he's not alive.
Right. If we'd had that conversation, then I feel like Tisiphone would have gone to investigate or tried to grab Bo, at least. So if we're then having this conversation later in front of Dora and she's mentioned Sponder, Tisiphone will just sort of lean in as we're heading out. Do you want me to go check in before I go?
Bo reported that everything's okay up there at the moment. I'm concerned because I haven't seen him and he's not been taking any of the tax that he applies to trade in things from anybody. Even Bo's not been around asking for it, but Bo says everything's fine up there. He's just got himself shut away. I think he might be hiding from someone. I'm not sure.
Huh. Do you want me to check it out now or after I get back?
I reckon leave it till you get back.
All right.
I need to speak to Bo today anyway about something else. So I'll see what he says. But Bo, Bo, he's pretty trustworthy. So he's got the people of this town's best interests at heart. So.
All right. And she'll head out. Come on, Eudora, this way. We'll head back home.
So you head back to your home. You can sort of give a bit of a tour to the town, a bit of a tour of the town to Eudora. It's not a very big town. you pretty much walk out of the shop, and you can see everything that's here. There's a slight incline that leads up into a small cliff-side mountain range area where you can see the villa of Sponders is. You can see directly opposite Corinna's house and house is where the tavern is, and opposite that, or on the other side of that, directly opposite Corinna's shop, is where the woodcutters' Tisiphony's house is, and then some other houses for some other people. Not a very big town at all.
And that is the tour.
It's very charming.
Well, it's quiet, which is good, but there's just enough needing done to survive, so people will they'll appreciate having a blacksmith around, if you're of a mind to stick around after this, which hopefully will not be a nightmare.
Me too. I also do woodwork and weaving.
Huh. Interesting. Well, you should meet Lucas then, because he's the guy with the wood. We'll sort of, assuming it's next door, we'll sort of knock at Lucas's to introduce them.
As you get to where your house is and where Lucas's is, Theo catches up with you. He's finished fitting the shoe. It was literally, he just had one more dink on the hoof to get in order to get it in the right shape, and then he put it onto your horse and has ran over to Sinew. Hasn't gone into the tavern yet, so is Sinew and has run over to you. I'm finished with that now. I'm just about to go check with Chloe about a discount for Eudora to stay there.
Don't worry about it. She's going to stay with us.
Oh, okay, cool. Would you like me to get the spare room set up?
No, we can do it when we get back, because we've got to head out. We've got a mission from I nearly said Calliope then. That's the horse that doesn't exist anymore. We've got a mission from Corinna. You can, though, we'll hand him a drachma, head and have a little chat with Chloe. Can you go and get me a bottle of wine for the journey?
Is that a good idea?
Yes, we've got 2 days.
Okay. Would you like anything, Eudora?
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, I'll be back in a bit. And he toddles off into the tavern as you knock on the door to Lucas's, and you hear her come in.
Lucas, we've got a newbie in town. This is Eudora. She is very skilled at craft work, and she can do blacksmithing and metalwork, but also works with wood, so I figured you should both know each other.
Pleasure to meet you, Eudora. My name is Lucas, and he stands up, and he's sat behind a desk at the moment, and he stands up and he reaches his hand out to shake your hand. Hello, nice to meet you. You can see he's got a few scars on his arm. Looks like relatively recent, sort of not quite healed over from where he'd been injured during the Griffin attack. But he looks you up and down. He's like, oh, okay. Well, woodwork. What type of wood do you like working with? What sort of thing are you into? Big scale wood things, small scale sort of stuff?
Really, like a big flash of just like absolute panic across the face with big scale of wood. I'm like, just small things at the moment, please.
Okay. Oh, amazing. Well, I mean, I'm not in the business. I'm not hiring anybody new at the moment. Although, when it comes to smaller scale things, I am buying things. So if you have anything that you want to sell, like small wooden figurines are quite popular at the moment. So if you toys and things, wooden toys, if you have any of those you want to sell, any practical things that people can use that are made out of wood, I'm more than happy to buy those off of you. I'm looking to set up a small little sort of wood. I need to bring some more drachma in, so I'm looking to venture into other avenues of woodwork. So more than happy to pay you a small commission on the things that I sell.
Yes, please.
Well,
Yes.
I will get something written up, some sort of contract or something for us to, an agreement for us to just so you know that everything's legit and above board. So yes. How are you doing today, Tiffany? Is everything okay?
Hunky dory. Got another mission for Corinna. We'll be out for a few days.
Okay. Would you like Phoebe to go in and look after the flowers and things while you're gone?
She's the one that puts the flowers there, so if she wants to look after them, she is more than welcome.
Yeah, he sort of looks around a bit, sort of flustered. He's not quite sure what to say anymore. He's like, well, anyway, I have some important work to do, so
Look after yourself, Lucas.
and you look after yourself as well, please.
Does the, hand on shoulder.
Thank you. And he he puts his hand on yours and sort of taps on it. He's like, thank you very much. Every time he speaks to you, he sort of wells up a little bit because he knows that he's only here because of you. So he wells up a little bit.
6 months, Lucas. Good grief. The pressure.
He's like, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you. And he pulls out like a little handkerchief and sort of wipes his eyes and puts that away with a little bit of cloth.
We'll just sort of walk out. I think Tiffany is like, I think actually it's a bit overwhelming. He is solid, and she will look after him, and they've got a good friendship. But I think it's too much emotion, and she's not comfortable with it, so she'll just walk out. And then just sort of once we're at the door, we'll just lean to Eudora. I saved his life. He's very sensitive about it.
Since I would be too.
Stay further back if trouble comes.
Trouble finds you no matter where you go.
Is that something you find?
Is that not true for the world?
Yep. Yes, it is. We'll sort of start getting the cart and Hippolyta all hitched up while we wait for Theo to come back.
Yeah, Theo comes back pretty quickly. He literally just went in there to buy the wine for you. So he's done that. He's packed some other supplies and things and puts all of that in the cart, which I hadn't forgotten. How does the cart look?
So, because this is the thing, it's Lucas has carved it, but has he? I think it sounded like the way you described it, he's just done it rather than us specifically commissioning a design. So I wonder if it is, because he doesn't know about the dryads, but I wonder if it has got like carvings of leaves, and it does feel almost like a druidic kind of look to it. Like there's leaf patterns, there's swirls in it. Maybe there's a couple of swirls that maybe could look like a snake or a lyre if you're that way inclined to see them that way, but they could just be vines. But yeah, I think it's like sturdy and solid with some decor. It's not like the most beautiful, elaborate, but if you know how much work goes into hand carving even small details like that, then it is fancy.
Yeah, and it's one of those sort of carts as well where you can carry quite a large amount of supplies in it, but it also has areas that you can like basically move the floorboards out to sort of extend it in a way to make it like a reasonably sized sleeping area as well. And you can pull a sort of not a bit of cloth, like a bit of tarpaulin type thing over the top of it to provide yourself with a roof when it's raining.
Mm-hmm. One thing it does have on it is, which may be strange looking to Eudora, is like at the front where you might sit, there's on one of the corners there's like a little pole that sticks upwards, with then another little pole that sticks sideways. That's got no sort of with this sort of there's a bit of leather wrapped around it. There's no sort of clear reason why that might be there. But once we're all sort of packing up and getting ready to go, Phig will just Tiffany will just like, and an owl will come out of the rafters of our house and just come and land on it, and Tiffany will give it a little scritch. Oh, this is Glaukopis. You can call him Glauks. He's friendly.
Very lovely to meet you, Glaukopis.
Generic owl noise.
Will sort of nibble your finger a little bit and just kind of has like big grey eyes that just kind of stare.
Tilts head slightly as you begin heading out on your 2-day journey. Now, we're gonna, the way that we do things in Myth and Mythios is we normally skip over the travel and get you straight to the action, straight to the area of intrigue. But as you are two new people who have recently just met each other, is there anything that you would like to discuss while you are on this tour? You are literally in each other's pockets for 48 whole hours. So is there anything that you would like to discuss when you stop for the evening, stop for meals, stop for a generic rest, any of that sort of stuff? Anything you'd like to talk about? Get to know each other. And I think Theo is going to be a bit sort of like, oh yeah, right, I need to go do some foraging over there, and is going to purposely leave you two to communicate without him present.
Why?
He's like,
Why is he not interested as well in the newcomer?
He is, and he does have his moments, but roll me an insight check.
Does he just not like me?
4.
15.
15. Strangely enough for you, Eudora, he does like you, and he does talk to you quite a lot on the journey when Tisiphone is around. But at this particular moment, or a couple of times during the journey, he will just take himself out of the equation, and you catch on that he wants you two to be friends, and he wants to not be present and be like the we're only friends because of you sort of thing. So he takes himself out of the situation so you two can bond without him there.
That kind of person. I grew up with that kind of person. I just wanted to check in terms of timing. Is it then traveling for like 2 full days, and then the 3rd day we arrive at sea?
Yes. Yeah, two full days of travel, and then the 3rd day is when you'll get there. Because it's ancient Greek times, it's 12 hours of travel each day rather than 8. Because walking is a thing. There's no cars or anything, so they're good at walking in those days.
My second question is, does the wine run out at any point?
How many bottles did Theo get for a drachma?
Theo was able to get you 2 bottles of cheap wine for 2 drachma. For 1 drachma, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, Tis would have shared it. Like, she's not just kind of grabbing it and hogging it to herself. She would have invited you to drink as well.
Pull out a little amphora and go, so I can just make... Do you want water or wine? I've got...
I'm sorry, what?
So I have this bottle, and it's a fantastic little kind of technical tool, actually. So you kind of sit in the right way. I think it must be something to do with how the benefits. This is a slight little ramble about just a combination of Greeks and understanding of magic and technology from...
Tis has already had half a bottle at this point, so I was like, what?
So I may have kept some secrets from you at the bakery.
Okay.
I can make things do things.
Say more.
So this... I mean, it's relatively new to me. I mean, I could make things anyway. But now I could make this bottle produce me wine or...
Fuck off.
Feed or water or honey or whatever I'm looking for it.
As in, like, using magic to make wine appear.
Yes. Lots of water.
I thought you were an Apollo gal, not a Dionysus gal.
Oh, I don't usually use the wine, but I once thought you might. I don't want to be rude.
We'll take the flask.
It's very gone, your supplies.
How does it smell?
Really nice, quite fruity.
May I?
Yes.
And you can just make that.
Yes, I can't make different things in a day, and at some point it does run out.
But you can... Do you know how long it takes to make wine?
A lot. We used to have a vineyard. Vineyards.
Of course you did. And you've not thought to set up a business just doing this?
My duties were elsewhere, and this is new.
I know a bit about that. Okay, well, we're going to get on very well. What's with the burning?
Oh, sorry, what?
The scars, is that from doing the blacksmithing, or...?
I got exploded.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Someone thought to save me. I don't know who, but...
We'll pass you the flask back for you to have a drink as well.
It's a lot, but now I'm here. Away.
Do people know you're here, or is that the point?
There's no one left to know. They didn't come back.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
I was also... there are people who, I hope, are not thinking to look for me. Erothos is a good place to get lost.
No idea where it was. So that's why I got on the ship going here.
Well, Eudora said in a way of like, if that is your real name. You make an excellent wine. You fix shields and hammers and whatever else you can do with wood. So, I imagine that wherever you end up, whatever you decide to do, whether you do want to stay in town or not, I think you're going to land on your feet.
I'm pretty good at landing. Doesn't hurt as much now.
I feel like there's more to that story as well.
Maybe in time I'll tell you. I think there's more to it as well.
Maybe in time I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But for now, this is very good. We'll continue to drive whilst drunk.
Tiffany?
Yes, Theo.
Could you come out here a second, please?
We'll hand the amphora back to Eudora and hop off the cart. Yes.
As you circle around the cart, you can see Theo on his knees with his hands behind his back, a blade drawn up across his throat, and 4 bandit-looking people stood around him with his bag of foraging gear in front of him. Oh yeah, one of you lot is magical. I think I'll be taking that little flask you've got right there. That is where we're going to end tonight's session. I don't know why I made him sound like Londoner. That's where Londoners originated from. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody.
Just if he's northern, it's, you know.
thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If you like what you see, we do D&D stuff on Mondays on our Twitch channel. We also have a YouTube channel that you can go to, which is where you're watching this currently. So please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like, so we know what to make more of for you. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. You are all fantastic. You are the best. You can join them from as little as $1 of your local currency per month, or 1 goat, which must be sent to Tom, Undead Goat, in the underworld for various different reasons. We are going to go, but we will see you in a couple of weeks for the next episode of Myth and Mythios. Bye.